There are some marketing opportunities that have been revealed in a new study about ebooks, audiobooks, books in general at the library, and the library's connection to publishing. It's very fascinating, and we're going to dive into it in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Hursh. I'm the person behind the blog, superlibrarymarketing.com. If you head there, look for that Library Marketing Show tab to suggest a topic for a future episode or to nominate your library or another library doing great work in marketing for our Kudos Award. We're going to give away Kudos a little later. It's a big one, so stay tuned for that. Before we get into the results of this study, please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel or follow me on LinkedIn so you never miss an episode. And if you find these videos helpful, useful, inspiring, interesting, disturbing, give me a big thumbs up or a reaction on YouTube or LinkedIn. It really helps these videos get noticed by other people. All right, so this study was released by the American Library Association, and there are two lead researchers. There's a big PDF. You can read the whole thing if you'd like. I'm going to put a link down in the show description if you're watching this on YouTube or in the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn. But I wanted to kind of pick through it and give you a couple of things that I noticed that I think are opportunities for your library. We know, working in libraries, that library reading and author events have a positive impact on book sales. Many of you sell books at your author events and other events, and many of you do publicity basically for books. So when you're promoting your collection, what you're doing is giving authors and publishing houses a little extra publicity. The problem with that is the publishing houses and the authors don't really understand the full impact of that work that you're doing. It is important for your library after every event or author event to just let the public know, and in particular, the author, know how much book sales you generated for them and what your impact was on the sales of that particular author's book. I would even send it in a thank you email to the author and CC their press agent, the publishing house. Let them know what an impact this particular event had on the sale of that book. Another thing that I found really interesting, and this is an opportunity, it's not going to look like it when you read it in the study, but it is for your library. The study talks about ebooks and audiobooks, and it talks about the Libby app in particular, but many people do not understand that the Libby app is connected to your library. They think it's like Audible or another app that provides ebooks and audio. And the report doesn't answer this question and asks the question, what can we do to bridge that gap? I challenge your library this year to start a campaign, a marketing campaign, and do it ongoing throughout the next 12 months, where you're going to be talking about the Libby app and the library and how they're connected and how people can use the Libby app to access free materials from the library. And you don't have to do it all at once. You can create a series of very simple 30 to 1 minute second videos that you can edit on free editing software and put on your social media channels or embed in your emails, put on your website, play before your programs or events. If you continue to do that over 12 months and not just do a one promo thing where you send one email, you put one social media post up, you put it up on your website, maybe on your website carousel for a couple days. If you do this for 12 months, this ongoing campaign, people are going to understand that. And that is going to lead to more checkouts and more circulation for your library. I'm curious what you think. Do you talk about the impact of your author events on publishing? And have you done a campaign that talks about how Libby is connected with your library? Let me know down in the comments. Let's start a conversation and share some advice with one another. All right, it's time for Kudos, and our Kudos Award today goes to the Rowan Public Library. I'm putting a link to this story down in the show description or the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn. The Rowan Public Library held an event called Cards for a Cause, and they got more than 6,779 cards for service members and veterans. And that was 1,500 cards more than they got last year. It's such a big deal that Yahoo News picked it up. And that's how I ended up seeing this story. That is huge. Yahoo News is a national news outlet. So kudos to the Rowan Public Library for that event and the coverage. That's it for this episode of the Library Marketing Show, but I have lots more tips for library marketing on my channel. If you want to continue learning, head to that next video and I'll see you there.